made it. Hey.
Hey.
Thank God I didn't want to do this. Here you go.
Look who's here. I'm so glad you could join us today.
Been on all over the place and didn't know what time it was. Hello, everybody.
I was like, we have 1 minute. I'm like, I think I saw her.
So unprofessional. Welcome to the podcast.
How's it going?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what you could do next time? Start out with your side
Okay.
and leave my side blank.
Okay, we'll do
And
that.
then introduce like all the openers.
Okay, let's do that. I love that idea.
Good idea.
That's a great
Then nobody
idea.
knows.
Well, none of us really, we realized like, oh, it's 40 seconds. So,
Time flies.
yeah, it does fly.
And that's how we solve problems.
Absolutely.
On the spot.
Yes.
By having a problem.
Correct. I love that idea. My coloring's off, so I'm just going to mess with that for a second.
Yeah, they did because I wasn't sitting here. But you got to see. Okay, so today we are going to talk about something that people know my disdain for marriage.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I love marriage,
There we go.
but my disdain for people who don't take it seriously.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay.
I literally hate it.
Okay.
Same.
We're here. Me too. You know what song my mom hates?
What song?
The Bruno Mars song.
Which one? Oh,
Which
what is
I
it?
don't know really that much about Bruno Mars.
Let's do something stupid and get married tonight. Let's
What?
yeah. Say it again. Something dumb to do. I think I want to marry you. And my mom's like, do something dumb? Like, this is marriage. Like, what do you mean? I was like, that's true.
I know.
Good point.
And here we are dancing to it.
I know.
I didn't even. You know what? I've heard that song. I didn't even know what that was about.
I didn't. I was just. It was a. Yeah. It was like
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah. To do.
Hey, baby, I think I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was about somebody who was in love and that
It is.
but that they like he was actually proposing, but seriously, not doing
I wanna do something dumb.
That's
half
not
cocked.
how
Something dumb to do.
I think we're taking it too literal, but yes.
Oh. Well, that's Bobski. I'm just saying what my mom said.
Well, I agree with your mother.
See?
She's always right. Well, I don't know about that, but in my opinion, right now, she's
In
always
this
right.
moment, yes.
I don't know. Was this our idea last week? And I think you suggested it, or who suggested we do this week on marriage vows?
I don't know. I think it was just in the middle of. I was like, this. Like, we need to do this. It was last week.
It was last
Yeah,
week,
for
and I
sure.
love the
Weddings.
idea.
I think we were
Weddings.
talking about marriage, weddings.
Oh, weddings! That's
Yes.
it.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
That's it. June is coming, and that's the month of love and getting married.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my birthday as well.
What a great mom.
Bring it back to Talia.
And gay pride. Let's not.
Oh, yeah. Of
Oh my
course.
gosh, I think Trump got rid of gay pride.
Yeah, I think we switched it to a different something else.
I think he got rid of
Yeah.
the month of pride. Although I'm not a huge fan of his right now for a couple reasons, I am a huge fan of him for other reasons.
Yeah.
Like whatever. This
Yeah.
isn't a political show, so I'm not going to get into that right now.
But tonight,
Watch the podcast.
tonight at 9 p.m. Tune in.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not going to go there. Okay. I'm going to leave it
back to
alone.
weddings.
Back to wedding vows. If we don't get started on this,
Yeah.
we probably aren't going to finish it. And Friday,
Yeah, let's just do
we have
it.
a wedding.
We're headed to a wedding.
We're heading
So
to
we
a
can't
wedding.
Do this and make it
Right.
go into the
an
next.
episode at the wedding.
Oh, we can judge their vows. Yes. We'll go
I can
live.
promise you, I know
do it.
what's not going to be in there. But
Okay.
let's. But go ahead. It's not because of them, because it's just the way it goes. But
Okay.
You want to do your thing really fast,
I'll
and then
go
we'll
really
get going?
fast. Yes. I'll go really fast. Okay. So if you're on Facebook, hello. If you want to hop over to Rumble, Talia's going to put the link in there for me because she loves me. And we've got a live chat going on. We got Sharon and we've got Court there. So, and if you're watching, because I can see the little number, if you're watching, say hello. And of course, YouTube's available as well. And the audio podcast is always available after the show. If you're watching the replay, you can always say hi through the replay because we love knowing who's watching and we love hearing your comments, even though we don't see them live. You guys know we're all on TikTok, so please come over, follow, share, do all the things. We love having you a part over there, and hopefully the algorithm switches for us because it's silly right now. Pastor Tom has both his preaching and also his TLP clips. Like Hope was just saying, he has a podcast Monday through Friday, 9 p.m., and he goes over everything that's going on right now. So if you're watching things, you're not sure, like, I don't know, it gets a little bit chaotic, like what to believe, what's true, what's not. Follow Pastor Tom. Follow his TLP, the Tom Lipely podcast. Follow all of this. Yeah, you can see the clips, but you can actually like go and watch the full episode on Rumble, YouTube, everywhere. So no, it's not on Facebook, but there's a link to go there if it's easier for you to find the link. Our Foundation Church worship is also on there, so go follow that. Natalie will be here April 15th, so please send all of your questions in. If you don't have any, don't worry. I've got a lot of good ones. The No Podcast Friday, so don't forget, if you come and tune in, we won't be here. So, but we will be back next week. And don't forget, Easter is coming. We have 2 services. Last Sunday was so full. So I'm expecting some big services on Easter. Bring everybody you know, bring your neighbors, bring your friends, bring your mom, bring all your people, and then register so we know which one you're coming to. And even sooner is going to be Crave. So that is Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Definitely also think about who you can invite to these. They are a great time to just set aside time to worship God and to just enjoy some moody lights and really just be able to just lay it down. I love Crave. I think it's awesome. Such a good time. So especially if you have people that love worship, like bring them in. Bring them in. That is all.
I'm fighting with my bangs. I cut them. And my hairdresser watches the thingy, so she's going to be all over me. But whatever.
She is.
I hate when I have problems. But okay, let's do sponsors really quick and then let's get going because we've talked about marriage so much, but I really think the vow part hits home. Mm-hmm. It really does. And I learned some stuff myself.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Like elementary stuff that you go, of course.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
But because marriage is just so, taken so lackadaisically in the decision of it that I don't even think people realize it either. So let's do sponsors and then let's get to it. When it comes to knowing what your home is really worth, precision matters. Since 2005, Real Estate Appraisal Associates have been one of Southwest Florida's most trusted names in certified residential appraisals. They combine accuracy, integrity, and efficiency, so you're not left guessing or waiting weeks for answers. With transparent pricing, no surprise fees, and most reports completed in 2 to 4 days, they make the entire process a smooth and straightforward one. Once you get an appraisal, selling your home and want to price it right, settling an estate or an inheriting property, challenging your property tax assessment, preparing to list and avoiding costly overpricing. With more than 10,000 appraisals completed, a state-certified expert team, and over 30 years serving Southwest Florida, their reputation speaks for itself. And they stand behind their work with a 100% money-back guarantee. Who does that? I've ordered appraisals, and I've never known anybody to do that. But I'll move on. Proudly serving Charlotte, Sarasota, Manatee, DeSoto, Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Lee counties. Hope Hotline listeners receive $50 off when you mention the show at booking, and Real Estate Appraisal Associates of Southwest Florida is clarity you can count on. Their number is 941-743-3700, 941-743-3700. Hanson's Automotive is serving Southwest Florida since 2017. Hanson's Automotive brings over 20 years of real-world, hands-on experience to every vehicle that rolls into their shop. Whether it's a quick oil change, brand new tires, AC repair in the Florida heat, major engine work, or even a full engine replacement, they've got you covered. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just honest work done right. At Hanson's, integrity isn't a slogan, it's the standard. And yes, they're truly automotivated to keep you and your family safe on the road. Their foundation comes straight from Proverbs 16:3, which says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Hanson's Automotive Services is dependable repairs, trustworthy service, and a peace of mind every mile. You can contact them by reaching out to them at 941-460-3962, 941-460-3962. Back to me. Okay, so I think a lot of times when people get married, they think more about the wedding day than they actually think about the wedding vows. What do you think about that, girls?
1000%. It's about the wedding, not the marriage. It's like all that time, all that money invested into that one day.
Right.
And not many people will do counseling or talk to other people or read a book or anything. They're just, it's so
I just don't really
focused.
think that a lot of times when it comes to when somebody, first of all, I don't think a lot of people pray and say to the Lord, is this the person you should have me marry?
100%.
And that in and of itself, in my opinion, is far more important than the vows themselves.
Yes.
Because if you know God has put you and this person together, like it pretty much doesn't matter.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like the vows are the vows, but you're stuck.
Right. And that's why with me, when I went through what I went through in my previous marriage, like I made a vow like to my husband at the time, of course, but more so to God. Like I didn't know divorce. My family didn't know divorce.
Right.
His parents didn't know divorce. Like I never in a million years did I ever think I'd have divorce as something I went through. And
Right.
so when I made that promise and something bad happened, I was like, well, I said for better or worse, I made a vow to God. Like I can't just dip, like how do you just dip out on a vow? So I did take it seriously. And although I didn't pray going into it, like, am I supposed to marry this person? But when I did do it, I had enough like understanding of God and covenant. And when you make a vow, you keep a vow.
Yeah. Well, because a vow is like a covenant, right?
Right.
And what is a covenant? It's a contract. A lot of people don't realize that. I didn't know that a covenant was a contract until like probably 15 years ago. Maybe slightly a little bit longer. It's going on 20 years. I did not realize that a covenant was actually a contract, biblically speaking. Had no idea until the Lord said to me, I'm going to make a covenant with you. And that after I was like, well, what is a covenant? Right. And I started researching it. And then I realized, holy mackerel, the Lord just said, I'm going to make a contract with you. And he told me exactly what his contract with me was. And I've watched that contract unfold before my eyes. But like when you're making vows, like you are contractually obligating yourself to that person and God. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people eliminate the God factor. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the reasons why Tom doesn't just marry anybody.
Right.
And there are pastors that will marry people left and right. And they do it because it pays. They get paid. Find a notary. I mean, a pastor should really, really be concerned about who he's putting together. Because when you join these two people together, you're joining them in a covenant with God and two people. And you better make sure, I mean, that's serious business. And I think people take it super lightly. And I think pastors take it very lightly. Mm-hmm. And as lightly as sometimes people go into it, which is because of the divorce rate is so high, I truly believe that a lot of people go into marriage very lightly. Otherwise, the divorce rate wouldn't be so high.
Correct. Yep. That's the fruit of it. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the divorce rate inside the church is just as high as outside the church.
And it used to not be, but statistics show it's right there. I mean, it may be a few percentage points.
It's marginal.
It is so marginal, Vanessa. that I agree with you. It is, I mean, there's not enough digits to separate the difference.
Yeah.
There really isn't.
It's pretty sad, actually.
It is. It's very, very sad. We have common vows that, like when I got married, probably when Vanessa, you got married, they started changing. When did you get married?
2008.
Okay. Maybe. What's happened is a lot of people have gone away from the common vows, and like for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer,
You're
in
right.
sickness and health. A lot of people have gone away from those, and they started writing their own. Dangerous.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Because it becomes sappy love story, like milk toast. Like you lose what the real value of what you're doing is between the two parties when you remove. And do you know where those vows came from?
No.
They actually came from, not specifically, well, they came from an epistle, but I think it was in Ephesians. But they were derived from that, and they were in like a prayer book, and I think it was a Protestant prayer book that they came from. So they weren't just made up willy-nilly. Right. They were actually made up based on what Ephesians says, what a marriage should look like. And when we take the Bible out of things, again, we remove the importance of what we're doing and the contractual agreement. See, a lot of people, I do, listen, I take the marriage license, very seriously. I think if the rule of law is you get a marriage license, and you had to file a decree for divorce back in biblical times, then you probably need to focus on that and make that very, very important too. But without the vow, who needs the marriage license? So the vow should be even more weightier than the license. And I just don't think it is. Very people use marriage vows. I haven't gone to a wedding where we do. When Tom marries people, we use the marriage vows. Have people asked to write their own? Yeah, but it's very, very rare. It's very rare that people have said, can we repeat our own? I don't, maybe one off here or two there, but when Tom does marry somebody, he uses the marriage vows, which I'm very, very grateful for. I mean, you guys have been to way more weddings than I have lately. Do you see that wedding vows are they mostly?
I can't remember.
I know. I just came, this all just made sense to me recently too, because I don't know where I got into it, but I was like, where did the vows come from? Like, who decided what the vows were? So I did my own study on it. And so I was like, oh, yeah, no, we definitely should say the vows. And it's from the Book of Common Prayer.
Common Prayer.
Yep.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Could not remember it.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh. And then I read it and I'm like, oh,
where
yeah.
was it? Was it Protestant? What was the Book of Common Prayer is from? Is it Catholicism or is it from Protestant?
No, it's Protestant.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Common Book of Prayers.
I thought it was Protestant because
I forget, but it did say which thing.
But it's from the epistles of the Ephesians.
Right. From the epistles, yeah. So when I was like, oh yeah, like these should be vows, because at first I thought they were like not personal. But I'm like, but why do they have to be personal? You know, like I started like working through what I've been taught my whole life. So I didn't actually realize it. So when we did go to weddings, like I didn't have an opinion on it, except that I was like, oh yeah, that's nice. They're personal. But I didn't think that seriously about it. And now I'm like, oh. So I've seen what people are doing now is that they are having their time at some point with their spouse where they do like their own personal vows. But then at the actual wedding ceremony, they're saying,
yeah, that's happening beforehand.
Vows. Right. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
People are, Talia was telling us about that. Like people are doing their little lovey-dovey.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
They're in the promise room.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Really quick. Side note from Friday.
Side note.
Have you watched it?
Of course.
Okay. What number are you on?
I haven't seen
you
the
done?
newest. No, I haven't.
I'm not
Are you
done.
what number episode are you on?
I think whatever the first came out, whatever first one's the last one of that one. So maybe
Number 5.
Okay.
There's only 8.
Okay.
And today is the day that 6 and 7 come out.
Oh, today?
Today's the day.
Okay.
Trust me, I know. I'm embarrassed, but trust me, I know. What number are you on,
I think
Vanessa?
I'm
Are you
either
done?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Jeff love it?
Secretly, I think he does.
Jer's counting down the days until the next one comes.
Jer loves it.
Loves it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm sure Jeff does, but he just won't admit it to
Yeah.
me.
Of course not.
Jer's like,
Pride comes before the fall. It's moss.
Jer's like, this is really weird because I would have been the old guy because he thinks he's 20 in his head.
Oh.
And so he's like, I would be the old guy on this show. I'm
Me
like,
too.
100% you would be.
Me too.
It was so funny.
Like
Me too. I would be the old one
I know,
too.
I know.
So the first couple, I literally thought to myself, that could be me, maybe. I'm 58 though. How sick is that?
Crazy.
Because all the old dudes,
Yeah.
nah, not happening. Not that guy's too much for me because he ain't. None of them were really good looking enough in my eyes. Like, I mean, hello, Tom. So like, you gotta beat Tom. That's gonna be a hard beat. But I'm just saying, none of them were good looking enough as far as even the younger ones to kind of like maybe go hello.
So Talia doesn't know anything about the show.
Okay, so don't say anything.
Never heard.
Are you going to watch it? It's a Netflix,
I'll
like
watch
Love
it.
is Blind.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
The Age of Attraction.
Have you watched it? Okay, the clips.
Yeah.
Clips don't do it justice.
So you don't know how old anybody is, and you go in and date, and then you find out in the promise room how old they are, and they don't look like their ages.
God.
So some people are way older
Oh god.
and dating. So like your mom dating Tommy.
Oh,
But it's only revealed in the promise
Right.
room.
in the promise.
In the promise room where they share
Which
their love.
is when you made the commitment and you can back out, but you're off the show.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Age doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what they say.
That's what they
No,
say.
some of the ages matter.
Oh, 100%. If I wasn't a Christian, I'd be in it for something else. Okay. But that's it.
Talia.
Because I wouldn't be in it for any serious relationship.
I mean, one of
Commitment.
them's saying he's not, and he's like the 60-year-old. Like he's
know.
made it very clear that he's in it for.
Other reasons.
Okay.
Pretty disgusting.
Man. Sorry about that. That was
I do
me.
have a question though. Sorry. Back to what we were talking
Yes,
about.
Yeah,
please.
because we are
Yeah,
going
yeah,
back
yeah.
to
Let's go back.
Because I'm just trying to. Now I'm trying to think of all the weddings I've gone to. You're saying the vows that they should say are what? Can you read them to me?
I'm going to do it right now.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
The main things are the ones that I'm going to mention are the most important things. I mean, vows say a lot of things, but the main crux of a vow starts with for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and health, because that's the commitment you're making to the person. And a lot of
death.
times, what is that?
Till death do us part.
Which we're going to break down each one.
That's
Okay.
That's serious.
It
It's
is
serious.
It is.
And here's the problem. Most people never, like, you're talking to a very forward thinker. I'm always thinking, what does that look like a year, 5, 10?
Yeah. Each decision. Yep.
Like marrying somebody, I'm like, can I be with this person and can I deal with their crap for the rest of my life? And nobody thinks like that. Nobody thinks, because they're all about how I feel right now in this very moment.
Yeah.
And that's a that's a big mistake. Big mistake, especially if you haven't dated the person for very long, because you don't know them. So you're only basing your decision unless God's told you, which there is that caveat, and it does happen. I mean, it does happen for people that have been together for less than a year. It does. Is it the norm? No. But it does happen. I've known people that it's happened to, and they're happily married, and they knew beyond a shadow of a doubt God told them that that was the one in less than a year. And I'm like, well, if you know that, then and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt you heard the voice of the Lord, both parties. I say get married now and don't wait. What's the point in waiting? Okay, but if you don't know, which is the case most of the time, and you start dating somebody and you marry them and you haven't dated them for a year, you're crazy. You're literally insane because you don't know that person and you're basing your life on earth forever stuck to that.
Right.
That's a big deal. All because of how you feel right now. Insanity.
In the moment.
I think a lot of, especially worldly couples, they go into marriage and their wedding with divorce as an option.
I agree.
If it doesn't pan out the way they think, we're getting a divorce.
Yeah.
Agreed. Without hesitation, because their parents are divorced,
Right. It's
like
normalized.
It is. Their
in our
friends are
society.
divorced. I mean, it happens. Is what they'll say. It happens. So,
Right.
I mean,
we fell out of love.
which we're gonna hit, but
Hello.
for better or for worse, and what people think that means is life will have its ups and downs. For better or for worse is not life will have its ups and downs. That's just not the truth. What it really means is, and I have a list. Worse could mean financial hardship, health problems, emotional seasons. Okay, people do forget about there are emotional things that marriages go through, from when you have children, through hormonal changes, to losing jobs, or married to a workaholic. Like, you are going to go through potentially emotional situations, and you got to be able to withstand the test of time. If you have somebody who battles depression and you didn't, when you married them, I'm talking about majorly unsaved, but it does happen with the saved. If you marry somebody and they were strong in their walks with God, but then grew weak, you're going to have to stick it out. You don't get to leave. And if that means they're walking through a time of depression, you're going to have to stand strong and help them get through that. And it doesn't matter how emotionally you feel about the situation. You're in it to win it. That's how it is. Disappointments in life or career. Okay, most people think that, well, let me just say this. Most people think only of the better. And then they underestimate the worst.
Yes.
That's just the way it is. And you better know. You better think. If you are 25 years old and you're thinking about marrying somebody, you better think about 50 years, 60 years of being married to that person. What will that look like? And you better decide, is that the one that God has for me? A lot of people just refuse that. If God said yes, then you're going to be like, 60 years is going to be sweet. That's my ride or die. It's going to be, no matter what comes our way, we win every time.
Yep.
Even when it looks like you're going to lose, you're going to still win. And if you know that's your person, the better for worse, both of them will feel the same way. The better will feel great. The worse you'll feel you'll feel great because you know you're going to get through it with that person by your side. You wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. Ladies, your opinion.
So true. And it's at the end of the day, because people take Bible verses and then twist them to say but he's not pushing me towards God anymore, and he's not blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And it's just at that point, most of the time when I deal with people like that, it ends up being they've already checked out. And there's really nothing to do at that point. So it's if you don't take it that seriously before, you have to make a decision, draw a line in the sand, for better or worse, until death do us part, period. It really has to be a line you draw in the sand. Because if there is any of that little tiny bit of well, if he does this, you'll look for it. The second you don't feel like you're feeling loved, or like you said, a season comes up. And one of the other things I heard is at some point, your parents are going to die. They are. And are you going to be able to go through that process with this person? Is that who you want with you? Like you said, your ride or die. Is that you do have to think of these things. And some of them are sad.
When you get married,
right,
you are now to each other, you are the primary family member.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody else is
Secondary.
Secondary.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Right.
Are you
Like
think
like it's
30,
not your,
40
right. It's not
40
me and
years.
Kylie anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
now like you pass them on, and now like you guys are going to make decisions together, like all
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so. Is that what you want? Is that like
Picture yourself 40 years from now. Are you still okay with that?
right? I know. I love the forward thinking thing because
You have to.
if you do
Right.
that, then you'll never look back and be like, oh, I never even
No
thought
regret.
of that.
Or even
Right.
this, like picture the marriage you want. Picture it.
Okay.
Imagine it. And then take the steps that it requires to get what you want.
Right.
Does that mean you have to like lay down your pride sometimes? Or
Your idiosyncrasies.
that too?
Because a lot of people want to keep those.
Yeah.
And you can't a
Right.
lot of times when you're married because your spouse doesn't like them.
Right. If you want
Or
a
your
piece-
future spouse won't like them. 20 years in, they're going to be like, okay, that's got to go. When you were like 18 or 25, or when I got married 28, that was okay. But you know what? That's not going to work anymore.
Right.
We're older now.
Right.
Like all of those things,
All
because
of
you
them.
got to think like
Right.
everything you are right now is not going to be able to be that way
Right.
20 years down the road. You are going to radically change.
If you want a peaceful marriage, what does it require?
Yep. It's so
laying,
true.
It's laying down all of it. It's surrendering. It's submitting to one another.
And growing together
Yeah.
instead of
Growing
you
apart.
growing
Yeah, one
and
way.
you
Yeah.
expecting the other person to grow and then somehow make it fit.
Right.
It doesn't. You have to grow together.
Correct. Yep.
The next one is for richer, for poorer. And what
Yeah.
people think that means is we'll stay together even if money is tight. But what it really means is you are pledging that money will never determine the value of the marriage.
Because you know what happens is a lot of times, Jared and I talk about this, is that all of a sudden, like the wife and husband like build this whole business and they had nothing. And then all of a sudden they get money.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they're not working this thing together. You know what I mean? And then all of a
Yep.
sudden, usually it's typically the husband all of a sudden wants to trade in the wife for somebody younger and
Yep.
less.
I've seen it.
And they built this whole thing together and they trade that in for.
Yep. It's us against the world.
Right.
And now it's like, life's pretty good.
Yeah. It's easy now.
And then the little young chickie poos come calling because you
Yep.
know why? You got money.
Yeah. And that's it. That's it. Then you trade it for temporary.
Yeah. But on the other side of that,
And then, then there's
but money is one of the top stressors for most marriages.
100%.
Statistics show that, hold on, let me look because I looked at this. 20 to 40% of divorces involve financial problems.
100%.
20 to 40%.
That's high.
Yep.
That's very
Totally
So
believe
high,
it.
and it's not usually because of you have a lot of money.
No.
It's because you don't have
Yeah.
any money,
Right.
Or you're on a tight budget, and money will cause people to fight.
Yeah, whenever Jeff has married clients come in and they have separate accounts, he'll look at them and say, "Oh, you guys don't trust each other." And it's
true.
It's so true. And he said that to one client, and they got so offended. And they were believers. They were Christians. So Jeff gave them scripture, and they went back home. They didn't say anything. And then Jeff got a call saying, we want to sit down and meet with you again. And they came in and they were like, yeah, we were mad with what you said, but you're absolutely right. We went home, we talked about it, and now we have
Joint account?
a joint account.
Way to go. Well, sometimes I agree with you. The reason why somebody doesn't trust somebody is because somebody spends and the other one doesn't.
Yeah.
Or they both spend and they want to spend their money on what they want to spend their money on, and you ain't touching my money to spend it on what you want,
Right. Yep.
which is not good.
No.
That's selfish. I mean, seriously, if you're saying I'm going to have a separate account because I spend too much and you spend too much, or I spend too much and you don't spend any, and we're going to have separate accounts, it's selfish on both parties. One is the party that spends too much, you're not conscientious and respectful of the other person. Maybe they're a tightwad though. I take that back because some people are so freaking tight with their money
Yeah, it's so
that
annoying.
you could barely if you spend 2 cents, they're having a fit over it, right?
Yep.
So that's got its own problems because there's fear for them that they won't ever have enough. So they won't spend it because of fear or being obsessed over finances. Or the person that spends too much doesn't respect the other person and honoring what they have. And the person that won't share doesn't value the person that they're holding their money back from.
Right. Yep.
Both are selfish. Both are selfish, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
Even the tightwad. I can't stand cheap. It's one of the things me and Tom talked about before we got married. And then I saw how he tipped, and I'm like, we're in great shape.
Yep.
We're in
true.
good shape.
It's true. Watch how they tip.
That'll tell you a lot
should
about
be-
a person.
yeah,
How they tip tells you a lot about a person.
Sure
it really does.
It sure does.
And how they treat the people around them, even service workers.
Specifically service workers.
Specifically
Absolutely.
service workers.
You learn a lot from people.
Oh, yes. Because how they do that will be how they treat you
I
later
feel like
on.
that's why you need a whole year
yeah.
Absolutely.
to observe.
Yeah.
Dating is for discernment. You use your discernment during dating. Okay. You don't use your discernment after you're married. You're married. You're tied together. Now you're committed.
stuck.
You are absolutely committed. And a lot of times it's opposite. People commit during dating and then they want to discern later. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. That's not
With
how this
regret.
works.
And then
Yeah.
and then they take out. What kills me is all of what you just said.
Yeah.
And then they resent the person.
Right.
And I'm like, you agreed
I'm
to
sorry.
it. Nobody
No,
forced your
We're not
hand.
doing this.
Yeah.
Like, but then you resent them.
Right.
You said yes.
Right.
Oh my gosh. You
didn't
played a
have
part
to
in
rush
it.
into this. You could have taken your time, not too much time, okay? But you can take your time and discern, see how they handle conflicts, see how what happens during emergency situations, like how do they when they get mad, what do they do? Like these are all the things that you need to observe. And then you at the end of the day, are you okay with that?
Yep.
Are you okay being married to that?
Yep. And if you're not, then
It's not
walk
going to
away.
magically change
away.
once you get married.
No.
It's going to, if anything, marriage amplifies.
Absolutely.
It does. And here's the thing. Maybe they are the one for you, but maybe they need time to grow up.
True.
So maybe you feel like they are the one, but maybe you need to be strong enough to say, you are the one, but you need to walk through some stuff first, and then we come back around.
Yeah.
If God says they're the one,
Right.
they'll come back around.
100%.
True.
Yep.
I know of what I speak. But you got to trust God in those things.
Absolutely.
In sickness and in health. This one is shocking. I was shocked when I found out the statistics on this one. What people think it means is if one of us gets sick, we'll take care of each other. Well, that is not what it means, guys. It means you're committing to love a version of your spouse that may not look like the person you married. And a lot of people don't ever think about that.
Yeah.
I know Tom did. Tom literally thought, because all that mattered to him, and he was like, if something happens to her, like disfigurement or whatever, because he had no faith at the time. But all of those things, he thought about all that, and he's like, can I do that? Am I capable of that? You better be mature enough to be able to handle that.
Yeah. 100%.
Otherwise, don't get married.
Yeah. Can I share a story with you?
Yeah, please.
So before Jeff and I decided to get married, or we were engaged, he had a colorful past. So he decided, with my help, to get tested for everything. Just get tested for everything.
I got tested for everything before I got married. I did too.
He got tested for everything. And before the results came back, I sat down and I was like, if something were to come back, because the likelihood was high,
Right.
was I okay, because we were engaged, was I okay going and marrying him at that point? If, let's say, AIDS came back,
Yeah.
if whatever came back. I had to make a choice before I saw the results whether or not I was going to make that commitment. And I chose, yes, I was going to make that commitment. Why? Because the Lord had already told me that that was my husband. So I was not going to be disobedient, but I did. I had to sit with it. And when the results came back and he was squeaky clean, I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Yeah. Well, Eric Gagnon
Yeah.
has a fantastic story because Eric Gagnon was HIV positive.
Yeah.
And his wife, who is now his wife, they were either engaged or they were dating. And she did the same exact thing. She said, you're my person. I know God told me you're the one. So it doesn't matter you're HIV positive. And then he was healed completely of it.
Wow.
He has his blood work comes back perfect. He has got no HIV in his body.
That's
I
incredible.
don't know that story. That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but she knew it. It didn't matter to her.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm marrying you. And they have 2 beautiful kids,
Wow.
healthy. He's healthy as a horse, like literally healed 100% of HIV.
Wow. That's
HIV
crazy.
positive. I know. So, like, I don't suggest people do that unless you know. But a lot of people, I don't suggest it because most people never ask God.
Right. Right.
Like, they never pray, which is insanity to me. Like, how do you choose your mate for the rest of your life without God approving of it? I just don't get it. Get this, what the statistics show of this. This is crazy. If a woman gets sick, 20 to 21% of marriages end in divorce or separation if the woman gets sick. If the man gets sick, 2 to 3%
Wow.
of marriages end in divorce. Just goes to show you who's really committed and who's not. I was shocked by that.
Really?
That is shocking. That's a huge difference.
Huge difference.
Like women are like nurturers though.
want
We're
to
devoted.
Like, right. And
We're loyal.
I know. And especially in those situations, like immediately we like go to mother and like take care.
Yeah.
And men aren't always like nurturers.
No, they're not.
And it's too much work and it's selfish.
It's too much
and
for their
selfless.
mental capacity to handle
That too. Right.
And
Mentally. Yep.
Maybe,
and to overcome.
yeah, and they're problem solvers by nature. Maybe this is a problem they can't solve.
Right.
So
Yep.
Yeah, that's true too. I never thought about that.
Yep. For sure.
Let me just tell you this. Sickness can bring physical, not if you're a believer, guys.
right.
Okay, this does not apply for us who believe and have faith. So let me just preface it by saying this. But if you're not a person that believes like this and you're watching the podcast, then you need to think about these things. Because you have to have the faith to know that no matter what comes your way, Psalm 91, it'll hit your right, it'll hit your left, but it ain't going to hit you. That's the way it is. True. Sickness can bring physical change, emotional strain, caregiving roles, which I think is why men leave right there, which is what you were saying, the caregiving part.
Yeah.
Long seasons of sacrifice. That's the other one, why men, I think, leave.
Absolutely.
But as soon as the romance leaves for men,
Yep.
I'm gone. I think it is true for a lot of people because they live in their carnal,
Right.
fleshly feelings and versus commitment, contract,
Right.
devotion.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
To love and to cherish is another one. What people think that means is love each other deeply. Blech. It doesn't mean that at all. They actually mean 2 different things. Love and cherish mean 2 different things, and they're 2 different levels of commitment. Love is choosing the good of the other person, and it's not a feeling, it's a commitment. 2 different things. Love is a commitment. It is not a feeling. Right. And cherish is protecting their value and dignity. Which I think most of the time, this is why women are more guilty of this because we by nature talk way too much. But I find like the cherish part of things, women don't respect their spouse and they do talk down or talk poorly about their spouse. And you can't cherish something if you are speaking negatively about it.
True.
Like when you cherish something, you hold that thing deeply. You respect it. You love it. You care for it. It's precious.
True. Very true.
It's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
it
that's
is
good.
not something common. If it was common, then you would, well, some people might, but you'd just marry anybody. But this person should stand out above everybody else. Like they should stand out above the rest. So they're not ordinary.
Right.
They're out of the ordinary for you. That's why you choose them.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people choose their mate maybe because they are like everybody else, or you don't know your worth. So maybe you're just happy somebody will even pick you. And so you don't cherish it because you're just glad you're picked. Because you never thought it would happen for you. I don't know. I don't understand how you can't cherish what you feel like you've been blessed with. Because if you find that person, if you find that mate, I mean, you should feel blessed that came your way. Like God gave you your person. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But go ahead. What do you think? What do you say, Norma? Norma says she doesn't think I'm wrong at all.
Yeah. I have a unique perspective on this only because I went through a divorce.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say in the divorce. Like it was served to me, and there was infidelity on my ex's part. So I was just put in a situation where I had to just end the marriage, and there was nothing I could do or say about it. And it's a very weird spot to be.
Yeah.
When one day you have marital control where you're like, but you're my husband and I'm your wife, and
Yeah.
we have to make these decisions together. And one day they're like, I don't want to anymore. And you're like, what do you mean no? Like it's the weirdest feeling when you go 5 years and because we were only married for 5 years
And have kids.
and have kids, yeah, and they're just like you can't convince them to do
change their mind.
anything, nothing.
That's
and
crazy.
You're just sitting, yeah, it's the weirdest thing ever. So when you've experienced that and then you get remarried, and Jared also had been through a divorce. So when we do cherish each other, and it's because partially because we know what it's like to lose something that you didn't think you would ever lose. And although it's the best thing that ever happened to us, we still have that perspective of we probably didn't cherish our marriage before the way that we do now because we know what it feels like to lose something.
Oh, yeah. I feel like that about my walk with God.
Yes.
To be honest with
That
you.
makes so much sense.
Because when I was saved, then walked away,
Yeah.
and then got it totally changes your perspective when you come back
That's
to the
good.
Lord and you lost
Yeah.
because you made the decision
Yeah.
to lose it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it literally mentally changes your perspective on everything.
True.
Like the value that you have for it is way more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what it's like without it, and you're like, holy crap, that's pretty rough. I ain't doing that again.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
So I kind of know what you're saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And I knew I was supposed to be a wife. It felt like something was taken from me, even that identity.
Yeah.
I didn't feel less than, but I knew it was for me. I knew I was supposed to be a wife. So I'm like, how does he just get to decide I can't be a wife? It was it's just the weirdest thing when you never ever expected it. And then, so then you value it differently when you know it, Jared could one day be like, you know what? Not really, but he could be one day be like, I don't want to be married anymore because it happened before. It's not too far past anything. And so you just cherish it different. You don't feel like.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know that what they call that is lack of connection, love and cherish? When people stop loving and cherishing one another, it causes a lack of connection.
I believe that.
And do you know that the statistics are higher for this than they are for the other stuff as far as divorce rate goes?
I totally believe it.
It's nuts. It's 40 to 50%.
I totally believe it because that's where you see where the breakdown is. I see that. I see people break down and you hear them talking.
If you hear them talking bad about somebody, eventually you resent them.
Yes.
And you have no respect for them.
Yes.
Which is the cherish part.
Yes.
Which
No,
means
this
the
makes so
love
much
part
sense.
no longer exists because the love part's the commitment.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no patience. Love is patient, kind, gentle.
Yeah, that's true.
None of those things can exist when you are there's resentment. Yeah, absolutely. When you don't cherish somebody, you start to resent them.
Yeah.
Yep. Because love is the commitment. It's an action.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep.
And cherish is honoring something.
Yes. Yeah, or the respect part, love.
And once you lose that, but that makes sense why it has a higher divorce rate. Then there's forsaking all others, which is adultery. This one's by far the biggest reason of divorce, which was shocking.
Adultery is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because one, it's either, let me see, 3 out of 1 or 2 out of 1 divorces. The statistics are slightly different. Some say it's 3 out of 1, and then some statistics show it's 2 out of 1 divorces are caused by some form of infidelity. And I don't know if that means like an emotional affair,
Okay.
pornography,
Okay.
or adultery,
yeah,
the
that's a call.
full blown.
Yeah.
But that's how high the statistics are.
Yeah.
3 out of 1 to 2 out of 1. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
What
nuts.
it's crazy. What people think it means is don't cheat. But what it really means is marriage creates a new form of loyalty. And a lot of times people do not walk into marriage with loyalty on their mind. They don't. You're promising to be loyal to this person thick and thin. Nobody else. And that's where like parents getting involved. When you're marrying somebody who's still emotionally connected to their parents, loyalty is going to be torn.
Yeah.
You cannot do that. Like the marriage that we're coming to, like we're going to this Friday, both of them are old, not older, but they're in their 20s, and both of them still live with their parents, or one of them doesn't anymore, but just moved out because they bought a house. But I would say definitively, I know one of them is definitely not connected. I mean, they're not connected to the parent. Do you know what I'm saying? They may still live at home. What my point is they still live at home, but that doesn't mean that they are emotionally like connected to the parent. Does that make sense? Yes. Whereas there are some people that don't live at home. They have their own place, but mommy or daddy or both still run their life. When you get married, that ends. The Bible is very clear about that.
Very clear.
The umbilical cord is cut.
There are no nuances in that.
There isn't.
None.
Leave mother and father and become
Yes.
one.
Literally.
I know. Very clear.
You cannot have all boundaries, all that that goes. Those boundaries, and that's with friends.
Yeah.
That's with family. That's it, right? Friends and family.
Friends and family. Yeah. Yeah. Parents. Yeah. You're
Those,
all.
yeah, you have to have boundaries for all of that.
Right, because that's how emotional affairs.
Well, that's exactly
Yeah,
what I was
that's
thinking
true.
when you said that. When
yeah,
you said
the boundaries aren't there.
yeah, when you said
Yeah,
you know,
that's true.
1 out of 3, 1 out of 2, like I was like, yeah, because it makes sense because when there's not cherish and there's not love, then you're looking for it somewhere because that we need it. So if
good
you're not
point.
getting it from God, guess where you're going to get it from? The random employee that comes and says the right thing to you because the enemy knows he wants to destroy marriage. So it's so easy. You just send the right person in. They say the right thing.
And then there are women who like
Married men.
successful married
Oh
men.
gosh, yes.
And cops. Yep.
Yes.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
listen. That right there,
Yes.
it's a den of thieves in a sheriff's, police department, whatever it is. It's a den of thieves, and I don't
100%.
mean thieves as in wealth. I do. They steal each other's spouses, but it is a den of iniquity. Really, I should say.
It is.
Like for drinking to the parties and the drinking and the infidelity, and some of them aren't married, but they're still messing with married people, or
Yeah.
they're messing and two single people messing with each other. It's not.
It's true.
Not good.
It is not good.
Yeah. True. So I think with the loyalty thing, like maybe people go into it like, oh yeah, I love this person. I'd be loyal, but then there's no boundaries put up. And so they bring in like old friends in or employ, like it just, there's no boundary.
Yeah.
They don't even think to do boundaries. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, if you don't have boundaries in a marriage that you both agreed upon,
It's not going to work.
it's not going to work because the enemy wants to destroy it 100%.
Yes.
True. Jeffrey tells me all the time whenever he gets complimented, like, oh, you look really good in your suit. he'll go, "Thank you, my wife picked it out." Always deflecting, always to make it known. I'm very
married.
much happy.
Yeah.
And even to a man's mind.
Yeah.
Like there's even no place. Like it literally just bounces off like a reminder all the time. Like, I don't know. It's good to be safe.
Yes.
It really is.
Totally.
I mean that I don't know how people get married without the vows. I really don't. 60% of marriages end in divorce because of adultery. 60%. That's staggering
Do
to
you want to
me.
hear a fun fact?
Yeah.
Jeff and I said our own vows.
Personal
Oh my
vows.
gosh. Dear me, oh my.
I believe it. I probably did too. I don't remember.
We wrote our own,
Yeah.
but
You didn't do both?
no.
I think we might have done both.
Because a lot of people do both.
I think
No,
I did.
I think we full on did our own.
Was it like he'll take the trash out for me and
I
you'll groom the
blacked
Oh
dog?
my
out.
gosh. I just
I
want to
completely
throw up
blacked
when I
out.
hear
I
people
don't know
say
what I
stupid
said.
crap like that.
Like, I vow to take the trash out for you every night.
Oh my gosh. I just
I
want to throw up.
solemnly vow to cut down the pepper tree every spring. I know.
I was like that because I wouldn't.
And you wanted to stick by them.
I have a
No,
headache.
It's true.
It
It's
makes
true.
me want to vomit.
It's true.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's when you don't take marriage seriously.
Right.
When you're saying crap like that when you're getting married. Sorry, Tracy, if you said that.
I did not.
Thank you, Jesus.
I take the trash out.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I said. I blacked out. So,
I think we just did our
but
vows.
but in my heart, I knew what
I
I
have no
was
idea.
I did these though.
saying I do too.
I did extra in mine,
Did you?
which yeah, and people gasped. Like literally.
Was it inappropriate then?
Mm-mm.
Like to
No,
do that?
but it's what people don't add in anymore, which we'll get to. But till death do us part. Let's do this one,
Okay.
and then we're going to get to the
Okay,
next
okay.
one. What till death do us part? Most people think we'll stay together forever, and forever isn't. They don't think till I die. Okay, they're just like forever. Like they don't realize what forever really is. But that is like you have made a lifelong covenant with somebody until they ain't breathing or you're not breathing. That's serious business,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm so committed that it's not till death for me.
'Cause you're going to be
I'm
married to him
going
in heaven.
into eternity.
That's how I feel like. Tom and I will be
I'm
in a mansion
that
together.
committed.
Oh yeah, there is nobody else I want to live with in my
No,
house.
me either.
Right.
It ain't happening.
Yeah. So
So it's 75%, 70 to 75% of divorces cite lack of commitment. We just grew apart.
I love that one. It like makes my skin crawl.
Yep. But it should be no matter what, we're sticking together. And Jesus made it abundantly clear in Matthew 19:6. Since we are no longer two, but one, let no one split apart what God has joined together. Pastors need to pay attention to that part. What God has joined together. Remember, when you marry somebody, you're putting God in the center of that and make sure that they both know him, serve him, and he's Lord of their life. And God has told them to get married. Otherwise, don't marry him.
yeah.
And for me, what has been eliminated, and I put it in our vows. I put it in when Tom marries people. I put it in. They have to say that. Women do specifically love, honor, and obey. So love and cherish is usually what the man said, and the woman would go love, honor, and obey. And I literally said love, honor, and obey in my vows. And the pastor took it out, and my mom made sure that it got put back in.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yep. Because, and when I said obey, people were like, because first of all, I was saying obey. The room was packed.
True.
But the thing is Ephesians is very clear about a husband and a wife's role, and we are to submit. But here's the thing: we're to submit to one another.
Correct.
There is a difference, but we as women should cherish
Right.
that we get to obey this priest of our home, and that he will give up his life for us. We got the easy part. They got the hard part. And people remove that all the time.
Yes.
Love, honor, and obey. Like there is something important when you're standing before that man and you're telling him, This is my vow to you. And you're basically giving all of you to them. And then you need to stand, like literally after you say that, you need to do it.
Right.
Can't be just words. And what happens is a lot of times people think that their marriage vows are just like words on a page. No, they're actually a contract. You have committed yourself to these vows, to this contract, to this covenant, to this person. And when you say I do, you are now bound by the I do. There's no going back. None whatsoever. You should embrace it and love every minute of it if you pick the right person. If you choose wisely, you will. If you don't, you'll regret this decision for the rest of your life. There's no two ways about it. Go ahead, girls. Want to say anything? I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah.
I wanted to know why the word obey was removed, because we removed it. Do you know that it says in the 1960s through the 1980s, it started around that time? So doesn't that make sense though? Because like free love in the 60s, bleh. But liberation of women. So it started in the 1960s through the 1980s, and many churches and couples began removing it. The church did.
Wow.
Not just the couples. And they did it for several reasons. One, cultural shifts about authority, because people started to view obey as outdated, unequal, and implying control. Number two, misunderstanding of biblical submission. It is misunderstood as domination, loss of voice, or inferior. And then number three, couples started writing their own vows. VOWS, not vowels. Vows. Many couples replaced traditional vows with, oh my gosh, emotional promises. I hate this one right here. I hate the emotional promises, but storytelling. I hate vows with storytelling. Can't stand it.
Do that on
Or what?
I said I'm going to do that on purpose.
Oh my
going to tell a
gosh.
story about you.
Or romantic language. Again, vomitosis, aliosis.
Like a poem?
No, like with
My sweet.
yeah, like a lot of fluffy, empty,
Sugar plum?
yes, words.
Pumpkin pie?
Just so full of crap when they're talking. It's just full of fluff. Like
Okay.
a whole lot of things that they think the person wants to hear, but they actually are only saying that. It's like what we see on Facebook.
Yeah, don't bring
Okay,
up Facebook.
that's the romantic language I'm thinking of. Exactly.
okay,
I want to
okay.
throw up.
All
It's,
right, I
it's
get
as
it.
bad as watching somebody get their feet
literally saw
washed.
something yesterday where I was like, that's so fake.
I know, and you know it.
It's so bad. It's like you know everyone knows it's fake. Like
But they don't care
I know.
because they are just
Like the language, like what they said is probably true, but it's like, I know you don't speak like that.
Yeah.
let alone half the time some of these people don't feel like that.
True.
Most.
Yeah.
Just is if you have to put that out, that means your actions don't follow your words.
Right.
See, for me, I'm not saying this because it's me. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I don't do that every now and then. And it's never really Tom, it's my kids for like birthday or something. And that's even every now and then. But I'm not going to put that stuff out about Tom. And the reason is because my actions should be more profound than the words that I say. If your words don't follow your actions, you're full of crap. Let your actions speak volumes versus this. Means nothing. And most people, their actions defy what the words are said, that they say. Just perform. Just perform like you love one another. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And then nobody needs to see you post a daggum thing.
True that.
Because I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I don't really give a flying flip how you feel about your spouse or your girlfriend. I really don't care. Like, why do you think all of us care about how you feel about your spouse? Say that in the bedroom. Like, literally, to me, it's like PDA. Save that for when you're together. We don't care we don't need to see it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why do I care? Like,
I love you.
how you love your wife or your husband so much because of this, this, and this. Like, what makes you honestly believe the rest of us want to know that?
Yeah.
We don't. I don't care about that.
Hope, what if I want to share my undying love for you? Can I do that?
Yeah, today after the podcast.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to post
In
on
private.
Facebook.
No.
No, on Facebook.
Today, no, not
on
pod-
Facebook.
You
No,
can
on
do it straight to
Facebook.
my face. The
And on
reason
Facebook.
people do that, though, the reason people post those things, though, a lot of times is they want people to think more about them than they actually want about the person they're talking about. And that's the God's honest truth. That's the truth. They want people to think, I'm such a great husband. I'm such a great wife. Look at how I value this person. It's more about them that really is about the person they're talking about, in my opinion.
They want people to want what they have.
Yeah, which is a lot of times crap.
Yep.
Just let your actions follow. You don't need to say anything. Just let your actions speak volumes. Traditional vows focus on the covenant, the commitment, and the responsibility. And if you choose to make up your own vows, go for it. But you devalue things because modern vows often focus more on feelings, companionship, and personal fulfillment.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
That is true.
All right,
Ephesians
guys.
5:21 says, submit to one another out of the reverence for Christ. So whether you're going to say the vows, whether you say the traditional vows or not, or you make up it's at the end of the day, it doesn't change a daggum thing. You are committed, you're in a covenant, and you're contractually obligated to the other person.
True.
So you better know what you're getting into. And a lot of people don't even know what the traditional vows mean anymore because they're not even
right.
talked about in church.
Right. True.
Yeah.
True.
Which is very, very dangerous. So I think I'm done.
All right. So I think I'm going to have to do a vow renewal.
Oh my
Can we do it on the
gosh.
beach?
Yes.
I'll go Facebook Live.
Yes. No. I want to be on Facebook
New
Live
wedding.
Oh my word. And why would that be?
because I made up my own vows.
She
Now
did
I
it
need
wrong.
to do it the right way.
She did it wrong.
I did it.
It's not even a real marriage.
And then tell each other their personal vows and then do the actual
Yeah. Personal vows privately
vows during the ceremony.
and actual
Yeah.
vow.
That's the newest trend. That's what's happening right now.
That's fine.
100%. I didn't do that, so I need to
Like
do it
what
again.
for me, like why do you have to say all of that? You should have been saying that the whole entire time you were dating.
Hope, listen. Remember how you're just a special lady? Some of these things won't make sense to you. Some of these things are just not a hope thing.
Yeah. You're a traditionalist. For
I
sure.
wrote a lovely letter to Tom.
Same thing, you're just reading the letter to him.
Yeah.
Why do you,
Because Hope, some people like this stuff. Like it makes them so happy.
Their love language is words of affirmation.
Yeah. And
I
they,
wrote a letter. And I gave a gift.
and they wanted to see their expression.
I don't
and
need
share
that.
their feelings and hold hands and look deeply into their eyes.
With everyone watching.
That makes me sick. It's all a farce. It's all it's all fake. It's a farce.
It's yeah,
It's the posture of your heart, for sure.
100%.
No one's filming it, it's just for them.
Okay.
Just don't let Hope ever see this.
No, I don't want to see it. I literally cannot tolerate it. I'm like, come on.
I know.
Because so much it's so.
I know. You're not wrong. There, a lot of the times, people aren't doing it for the right purpose, so they spoil the good ones. It's like one bad apple, you know that they're
Yeah.
doing it for.
It's performative.
It is.
is.
It's all, and I cannot stand
I
that.
know, and you know it is because you know the behind the scenes. So then you're like,
Yeah.
is anybody even doing this?
It's a load of hooey,
I
and I
know.
can't stand the hooey,
I know. I know. I get it. I do get it.
and it wrecks it.
That,
So-
right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I got to
So
say.
if there's any brides watching,
Yeah.
just
Hope,
remember,
what's your word
Traditional
to
vows.
them?
Traditional
Do your
vows.
Go for
traditional
your
vows.
traditional vows.
because we will be judging.
You'll be a rarity.
We will be looking and listening.
Unless Tom marries you,
Yeah, then you're good.
then it's probably not going to be a
Is he
rarity.
marrying Josh and Kaylee?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So
I don't know who is. I'm sure it's somebody great. Probably somebody that's a family friend or
So
something.
there's a
Yeah,
chance
There's a chance.
that there's going to be personal vows.
Oh my gosh! If they start, listen,
Maybe I
if
should
they
text
start
Josh.
doing personal vows, everybody's gonna look at us.
Should I?
Everybody's gonna look at me
I'm
and
going to
you.
literally turn red.
I'm gonna start recording.
I'm going to be like, hope
You
don't,
know how I'll be?
hope
I'll be
don't
like-
sit,
Stop the wedding.
hope don't sit next to me.
You know how they ask for like
Oh, I'm gonna
whoever
laugh.
is
I
against
object.
this wedding?
Yes.
Now,
You know what
speak
we'll
now or
do?
Forever
If
hold
they,
your peace.
if they do traditional vows, we're all gonna go like this.
Yes,
We will.
that's
We'll
right
take
there.
a selfie.
No, it's the middle finger.
Oh,
If they
'cause
do
ate it.
traditional,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Ate
yeah.
it.
They ate it
'Cause
up.
they ate it
Left
up.
no crumbs.
They
They didn't
ate.
clock it. They
That's
ate it.
right. If they do their own vows,
I'm gonna be
then we're
sweating.
just gonna be like,
I'm going to literally be sweating.
No.
whatevs.
You're gonna be that person that stands up when.
Oh,
the
yeah.
I
priest
object.
says- Yeah, you're gonna.
I object.
Try again. Try again. And you're going to like walk up there and take over. Tell the
Repeat after
person
me.
to sit down. Repeat after me.
And Kaylee, if you did not say,
Should I text Josh? Should
Yeah,
I
you
warn
might.
him?
Okay.
He's writing his own personal vows. Let's be real here.
That's true.
Chat GPT did. Okay, people, we're not going to see you till Wednesday of next week.
We'll miss you guys.
Yeah, totally.
We will. We'll be together.
I know. We won't miss
But you
us,
won't be with us, maybe.
but we'll miss you.
Yeah, but we will miss you. So that's it. We'll see you next Wednesday, unless we see you at church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Which hopefully we will. Bye.
Real talk.